everybody. The holidays around the corner. Everybody's looking for that perfect side dish to bring to your family's dinner table. Cheesy au gratin potatoes is on the menu here at the Young's house. Au gratin potatoes is a must for your holiday. If you don't know how to make them, you're gonna love this recipe. If you know how to make them, you're gonna love this recipe. It's super easy. It doesn't require a lot of ingredients. If you make it Gina Young style, you'll love this recipe. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some potatoes. I do suggest using a Idaho or a russet potato versus a potato like, you wouldn't want to use a Yukon Gold potato. It just would be too soft, okay? You're going to need some cheese, and the type of cheese that I'm using today, I'm using 2 blocks of sharp cheddar that will grate down, okay? Butter, salted or unsalted, whatever kind of butter you love. Secret ingredient here. This ragu cheese sauce is the boss. And when I tell you it tastes good, you're going to absolutely love this. This is going to prevent you from having to make a roux. Okay, so now we're going to be using some cream of chicken soup. Feel free to use a cream of mushroom soup if you want. We may add a little bit of milk. We'll just kind of see what the consistency is looking like, and we'll go from there. Okay, you're going to need some spices to make it come together and taste good. We have salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and some paprika for a garnish. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make cheesy au gratin. Hope you all are having a good day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten your day with this recipe. How many of you have tasted or you either love au gratin potatoes, but maybe you're not sure how to make it? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, because I have a super trick that we're going to do today that's going to really cut down on the time that it takes for these au gratin potatoes to cook. So the first thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and get started peeling up our potatoes. And once we get them peeled, I want to show you how thick your potato should be when you're making an au gratin potato or a scallop potato. Because honestly, if you cut them too thin, they will turn into absolute mush. I'll show you, and try your very best to make them all the same thickness. That way they all cook around the same time. So now that we have our potatoes nice and peeled, let's go ahead and take this time to slice them. I'll give you an idea how thick you want them. Not too thick, not too thin. All right, but watch this. Around about just like that, okay? So I'm going to continue to cut these potatoes in such a manner. And if you take a look at this pan over here, I have some water in it. We're going to pre-cook our potatoes, and the whole purpose for pre-cooking the potatoes is you won't have to wait forever and a day for this recipe to cook in the oven, right? Because as we know, when we make scallop potatoes and au gratin potatoes, they can take forever for these potatoes to get tender, but not when you pre-cook them. So we're going to put them in here, get them a little bit soft, not fork tender, okay? And then we'll turn this off and proceed with our recipe. I'm going to be incorporating one more ingredient. I'm going to put some chicken bouillon powder in there. As we know, it has the ultimate flavor, and that's on the lines of the flavor that I'm looking for today's recipe. I may put about 2 teaspoonfuls of the chicken bouillon powder. While our potatoes cook up, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started shredding up some beautiful sharp cheese. Absolutely, you could use any kind of other cheese you wanted to, but I just feel like using a Colby cheese or a sharp cheese is going to make it really taste like cheesy au gratin potatoes. So I'm doing 2 8-ounce blocks here of the cheese. We're going to get it finely shredded. While the potatoes tend to finish cooking up and beginning to get soft, let's take a half a stick of butter, get it melted in the microwave so we can pour it over our potatoes when they come out of the water. Our potatoes are nice and pre-cooked. I'm telling you, it's really going to help you out, cutting down on the time that it takes to cook. So what I like to do, I kind of like to shingle the potatoes like this into the pan. But if they fall or they mess up, that's okay too, you know. And you could be one of those people that just throws them in the pan. It really doesn't matter, but I'm going to shingle mine, okay? Just like this. Now that we have our potatoes into our pan, I'm going to talk about greasing your pan. I used a little bit of oil on a paper towel. Just kind of rub the pan so that the potatoes come out after they're cooked, right? Or you could use butter. It really doesn't matter. But we're going to take this time to go ahead and season up our potatoes, okay? I'm using chicken bouillon powder. If you don't want to use that, you can always use salt in replace of it, okay? Just like this. I'm going to be kind of generous, okay? This is going to be used for our salt. All right, gorgeous. It brings a great color. Of course it does, okay? Let's put that back in there. We're going to do our garlic and onion powder. Don't be afraid to season. If you're afraid to season, your food will be absolutely flavorless, right? We're going to go in with some black pepper. Oh yeah, and then we're going to pour the butter on top of these seasonings. You want that rich butter, just that half a stick. It's going to make it nice and rich and somewhat buttery, just like this. And when I come back, we're putting a whole can of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom right on top. Once you put your seasoning and your melted butter on, we're just going to dollop the cream of chicken soup or cream of mushroom right on. You don't have to worry about spreading it because trust me, once this gets in the oven, it will all spread out nice and evenly. So just kind of dollop it all over your potatoes just like this. Quick and simple. This recipe is so easy and it comes together so fast. Next, we're getting ready to have some fun. All of this cheese that we have right here, get it on. You can move the potatoes around to make sure that that cheese is going in all of the nooks and crannies, and I'm going to do that just by using my spatula. Kind of move the potatoes, making sure that that cheese goes in between each potato just like this. Save a little bit because some of this cheese is going to go on top. Talk about what happens next. We're going to take this ragu cheese sauce and we're going to pour it all on, and we're going to use the whole container or the whole jar. This, I don't have my glasses on. This is 16 ounces of cheese sauce. Use all of it. This sauce is the absolute boss and it tastes good. If you want to take a fork to kind of make sure that that cheese is getting all down into everything, you can, but really it works itself down. Go ahead and take this time to put us a little bit of liquid in here. We're going to be using some milk. Really, whatever kind of milk you want to use is fine. Don't use buttermilk, right? How much? About a half a cup or maybe just a little over. This is just going to kind of loosen it up to make sure during the cooking process that it does not dry out on us. You see how much? You ain't got to stir it in. It goes down, okay? Trust me. And so now we're going to take these cheese pieces, put it on the top and cover it. Make sure that your aluminum foil is not stuck to the cheese or you'll pull all your cheese off, right? Let's get it into the oven, 350 degrees, just like so. Half of the time during the cooking process, after it has cooked for about a half an hour, we'll be taking the foil off and then we'll let it cook without the foil so the top can get golden brown gorgeous. Go ahead and get this into the oven. Are you excited? We're just going to have some baked chicken with us today, but this is definitely a holiday-worthy recipe. Half an hour of cooking. The potatoes have cooked to perfection, and so now all we need to do, I took the foil off, we're putting it back in, and all we're looking for, because the potatoes are cooked to perfection, we're just looking to get that golden brown crispiness, golden brown on the top, and then dinner will be served. Go ahead and put a little bit of paprika on just to make it gorgeous. If you want to put some parsley flakes on, you can, but look at that. It really makes a difference. Golden brown crispiness is what we were looking for. Achieved. Take a look at this. How excited are you about this recipe? Now, before serving it, I'm definitely going to suggest let it set for about a half an hour. It kind of sets up a little bit more and it's not as hot. You don't want to knock anybody's socks off because you served it super hot. Look at this. I'm about to show you something. Oh my goodness. Take a look at this. Listen to me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, we thank you on today for this meal and your hedge of protection. Amen. Let's taste. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm going to give you that first bite. Come on in. They're super cheesy. Your family's going to love this. This is a holiday must. Enjoy.